I'm coming to your house when the stuff hits the fan. I'm sure every preparedness-minded person has heard that statement. Probably everybody that homesteads has heard it, and most likely anybody living out on rural land has heard that. Now, whenever I've heard it, it's kind of an insult to me because it's like that person telling me, I see that you put all your money towards preparing for bad times while I'm putting my money towards going on extravagant vacations to Cancun. I see that you're putting in all the hard work and effort and sweat equity into building infrastructure to prepare while I sit on the couch and watch television. I recognize that you are working hard to build up the skills needed while I build up my skills of playing video games. I don't think if you're somebody who said that I'm coming to your house when times get bad, I don't think that's going to turn out quite the way you're thinking it will. You may view yourself as bringing a whole lot to the table, while that other person views you as someone lacking in skills and just another mouth to feed. Now, somebody inevitably listening to this is going to say, well, I bring a lot to the table. I own a bunch of guns and ammo. So what? Everybody owns guns. That's a given. All right. When it comes to being prepared for bad times, being well armed is like the kindergarten stuff. All right. That's just the tip of the iceberg. If you think preparing for SHTF is all about accumulating the right guns, you're way behind the curve. So if you do think that you need to relocate in a bad situation to somebody else's house, you need to start talking with them about it right now. Start actually planning how that's going to be implemented, what you're going to do. Now, initially when you bring that up to somebody, they might be kind of hesitant simply because you don't have any skin in the game where they do. They may have the property in the right location. They may be producing their own food. They may have the skills needed to survive off-grid without power. Whereas you don't have any skin in the game. So if you want to win them over and make that situation work, you've got to demonstrate that you are willing to put skin in the game. You are willing to put money into their property. That's right, into their property, put money and time and effort. Because without that, you're just, let's say somebody has the right property, but they don't have any money. You know, maybe you can volunteer to pay to build a chicken coop on their property, and then you guys split the eggs that come from it. Or let's say they've got the property, but they're in poor health and can't garden it. Or they work too many hours and don't have the time for it. You can offer to garden it for them, and in exchange, you both split the harvest in half. You know, there's all kinds of things. I'm just throwing ideas off the top of my head, but I'm sure you can think in your situation of different things you can do. You know, you got to ask, if you're going to stay there, where's the living quarters for everybody? How's everybody going to stay warm? How's everybody going to get water to bathe and wash dishes and wash clothes? Where's that all coming from if the power grid's down? You got to start asking these questions now and talk with your people. Start developing those bonds. You know, if you think that when everything crumbles, you're just going to meet up with other people and make that work. Look, any bonds formed out of desperation are extremely weak. If somebody was willing to join up with you based upon a need that easily, then they will just as easily backstab you based upon need. It's that simple. So develop those bonds right now. Even I, who am a hermit by nature, and it's even in the name of my channel, I still understand the value of having community in place when times get hard. So if I saw a good person that I knew and trusted, was really trying to put skin in the game with me, I would most certainly work with them. But just saying, I'm gonna come live at your house when stuff happens, I don't know. We'll see about that. So just to sum it up, if you think you need to relocate when things get bad in the times ahead, start talking with those people right now and start developing a plan. First things first, think about living quarters. How is everybody involved going to stay warm and dry during the coldest time of your season? Secondly, water. How are you going to get water in place if there's no power? How is everybody going to use the bathroom, wash their clothes, wash dishes, cook, eat? Then you can work on the food after that basic infrastructure for day-to-day things is in place. Build your bonds right now with the right people. You just never know what's coming ahead.